Time for press review. Call us on 0212-617140 or send us a message on 0971 555 885. Press review from 13:30 to 14 hours. What have you heard in the press today?
It is a lovely good afternoon to you and welcome to your press review. This is the Thursday edition of it, and welcome to a platform that gives you an opportunity to give us what you've heard in the press. And as you get to do that, you need to make us know which platform you're getting your press review from and state your full names as you get to do that on 0955 855 953 076 89122 is the number that you are sending us your text messages on. My name is Victor Mwanza. For the next 30 minutes, you and I will have that interaction. We get to our first story. The Attorney General, Mulilo Kabesha, says that people should thank the UPND government because in other countries, the constitution is amended just a few weeks before elections. Kabesha further says that the reason the UPND government's Bill 7 contains some clauses they previously rejected in PF's Bill 10, it's because society evolves. 0955 855 953 is the number that you're calling us on. Good afternoon.
Mr. Victor.
Good afternoon, thank you.
Quickly, Pamapiro Shatown, Matungir Paukachan Ushkuari Kunduro.
Mkwaito Wambafe non kulusaka kunonga tibakonkanya pomkwai.
Sure. Tantas na sekira ko Savalingu for our motoka wontes. Our Punka. Makalamba Presidio Arawundu Ushkuarelo. Yala direct Kota Tumpa Break to one, pass 18 hours. Okowa kiraverenga panyozi kwevati tikavenga kukituoku n'abafishuta ko bitatu apari mushirika umo na bambira bami so bachita wino ibibira abako bati balewo mbawunani mu bushirika ebalekene finje sibi mama noma ni shuntu usho abantu tulecho afya kalala awe so bachita wino sana wa polisi babomba bako bacha kristi tionzo bikavenge vile Samsangwezi tionzo vile mwena pasi pola kanku manifesti dombo ilile nechi polo kulia so bachita wino sana wa polisi na tetra kamba pio mpetro.
Thank you very much for coming through. 0955 855 953 is the number that you are calling us on. And you can also send us your text messages. I remember yesterday someone said we miss Lukonja because she reads our text messages. I made mention throughout the entire program that I'm having challenges with the network. So it's not that I deliberately don't want to read your messages, but it's just a network problem that I'm facing. 0955 855 953. Good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Who do we have on the line?
Mr. Mlozinga line Masad Master.
Kindly go ahead, please.
Thank you. Nene President yakulwa former president abatchi.
Ndero mbakonga timwasera ko pachidimba. There's feedback.
Okay, thank you. So ndelanda pali wa former president abatchi ili achinge umfatwa wale foka tuwachiki South Africa. Nomba cha chini our president wa tegrecho cha Zambia Zambia mwakwatuma ikele mwataweshibile emufile basabalala pali bakedinzulu elika pa mpozix nelipani nyawo ebalingira nokulandana family wapu former president koko wati umuntu alipingira cha Zambia bashwa kwa mkulala ni kwenko kwa fumini kulela ama president yao kumno cha Zambia teko kwa tubakawashika kuza kunani Africa chako watu kwa mtu kumandi ya kuba nani kata chikakasha tabakati nani za bodu kwa South Africa na ilipani nyao kama bodi kwa mbeni ya ketu mpolisia kwa mtamba kwa
0955 855 953 is the number that you are calling us on 076-89122 is the number that you're sending us your text messages on. And well, still in some more stories, former Road Transport and Safety Agency RATSA Board Chairperson Alan Mate says there is nothing sinister about his 3-year tenure of office not being extended after its end. In an interview on Wednesday, Mate explained that he did not know why Transport and Logistics Minister Frank Tayali did not extend his tenure, but affirmed that it was within Tayali's rights to do so. 0955-855-953 is the number that you are calling us on, and where you can also send us your text messages. Good afternoon, Victor Moses from Chilabombo. My PR is on what I heard on Sun FM front page today that Bill 7 has been introduced in Parliament. Quite unfortunate after a lot of people have rejected it. There was no need of rushing to Parliament. They would have looked at clauses people are against. Anyway, people will speak through the ballot next year. We don't impose things in democracy. 0955-855-953 is the number that you are calling us on. Good afternoon, Sun FM. My press review is coming from Sports Page, where the Copper Queens will play their first game against the host nation. All the best. What Zambia's fans want is result. The other things are about changing the coach is our local club. I think for me, it doesn't matter since at all, because since Coach Chicken George, we have never produced a local good coach. I like him. The humble appeal to Faz. Please start talking. There's young coaches back coaching lessons. Happy Mwanza Power Dynamos fan in Twapia. 0955-855-953 is the number that you're calling us on. Now, Justice Minister Princess Kansoni has introduced the Constitution of Zambia Amendment Bill 7 to Parliament. Speaking when she presented the bill on Wednesday, Kansoni said one of its objectives was to revise the component of the National Assembly to provide for the increase in the number of constituencies base seat from 156 to 211. 0955-855-953 is the number that you are calling us on. Good afternoon. Mkwaitwa womba nwanturande mabena. Ndelo mbakufunyeni ko phone ko loudspeaker na ngula funyeni ko volume ku radio na TV. Mkwaenga bakonga nyapa.
Awe ne president na kampa ku chimwemwe. Atitike muchikuva mailo kuba vantu vamatobizuru vale tikanausi ngapamonga va spokesperson va family. Emukwacho chamayo chasitike nechachimwene. Kwada vaminister nechalo chonse valimine vakurati vanga vasvika muviri wava Edgar Gwalungu. Lero government yena yabika koti yakuvika kuti vanatwala avantu valerera kuchiriro vanatwala kukoti. Chechintu chachari bwino. Va government na vantu vavikere pension kumpesipesi vale mbere vakapoma president vota vanatwa vali suminishe. Iyo chikumjani chikwere chise mukao chesu vachinja chimo. Kama leta chitika siria akachero bwino kubona Zambia. Bantu valerera vativena kuti va government vavika pochintu chimo chakati vakapindika vachinya vukushikuva kushika bulya. So munge ama minister akwati vanasanga mu parliament vali kulya but buchikwa maino neitsile takucha bill 7 tena go ahead. So chintu chimwe kubona Zambia. Ile chikundi chintu cha tabu yeku chishindika sana pandu vakafika vbai kutungire cha Zambia. So mkulekele cha zakati
for coming through in text messages. For the Attorney General, there are just following procedure. Comparison Lungu and Kaunda's case, totally different benefits. Lungu died while taking care of himself. So the family has all the rights have all the rights to do what they want. How I wish Attorney General can use the same energy to stop Bazesco from giving us 19 hours of load shedding. 19 hours of load shedding that is also protecting the interest of the public instead of reducing on the export. Moses 0955 855 953 is the number that you're calling us on. Good afternoon.
One Zambia, one nation.
Bueno Bashkatwamba, kindly give us your full names. Obviously, people want to know who Bashkatwamba is.
Thank you, my brother. Kebi Munkombwe.
Kindly go ahead, Mr. Kebi.
Thank you very much, sir. Zambia ni kumfana kwa fana kwa. Yapo sana. Nizo mdala na senda na chungwa kule Radio Phoenix 18 hours. Kuna mfuati ba John Tembo ba chalafu akushita press briefing ku anda tonsa alliance ku John the South Africa kulia. Ero manje kwa tiwa muntu mu group muli amwine emu babete batonse ba sta interrupt batimwe batika kopa no kumfika chumfika. So nanko sana kuna ndeta kwa abantu aba batonse. Kula baya mukulosha kulia. Ero futi tema polisi bayira kulia abatu bambo kutekula kabeka beka. Kuko alera ndati bakasangana kwa ndondo aba mama bamba kuchalo chabe ne nomba. Press briefing muna aba ate oti. Ba mukanya. So chiva tonse ikatele chapa muni kuchiro munu ko kuchindira ntone buntu. Adifunda saida chatu kwa kutenda disikumvati kumezo kulisho mutende. Ekwena kutata yabantu bauko.
Thank you very much for coming through. 0955 855 953 is the number that you're calling us on. This is your press review. Comes your way every Monday till Friday at 13:30, and it's 13:40. We do have quite enough time for you to come through and give us what you've heard in the press. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Victor.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Who do we have on the line?
Bash Chris calling from any dollar and quality to be specific.
Kindly go ahead, please.
Yes, yes. Na ya mundu na podia shirindi ya ko shika warungu ko South Africa. You know what, Victor, sometimes it's more abantu wale tontonkanya kwa kuchipesido, Uhora ndawuti wa papa ni manda chako watu wa president wa waleta muno. Abantu abengi kutibafwa kutibacheneka. So it's better wa Victor bashika kekura kuno kuchuma kwa njovu.
Thank you very much for coming through. In some more stories that we have, still on the Justice Minister, Princess Kansuni has wondered why men rape women and blame it on indecent dressing, even though men also wear tight clothes and are not raped. She added that the UPND government or administration is a listening government and will ensure defilement and rape becomes an unbailable offense. 0955 855 953. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Very fine, thank you. Who do we have on the line?
This is Michelle calling you from Ndora, to be specific.
Kindly go ahead, please.
Thank you. You're in a natural for social media. Briefing. About interrupt. Kashima government, very too much of government, our government was Zambia. Ever interrupt the press briefing. Not to what not to what PF, nor any other part, or UPND. So, Kanshi, Namundia Muni, never to Mako, abantu abakufulafulunga into Muton. Number Twakana Uteko, Wakana Chimfunganya, Twakana, Lavatonse, Twapapata. All of them send the Kone in a tune for Attorney General. But then, Tirao family, Karife Panshi Wino. I'm afraid of my Karapanshi Wino, Nimovo, by UPND. Attorney General. Because the college is Okutwana, Umunture, Shakukot. No, Chiri of Chenu. I don't have a family in Avaka, but President Marican, Quingira State, outside the Fabi Fun. Namuzanda, some Fundeja, Fikira.
Much for coming through, and your time is up. 0955 855 953 is the number that you are calling us on. And well, we are more than glad to receive you. I understand we should be receiving a number of text messages, but we are having a challenge with the network getting them across here. So I hope you understand. It's not that I'm just doing it deliberately, not reading your text message. You can also call us on 0955 855 953. That is a number that you are calling us on. Good afternoon.
My brother, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Who do we have on the line?
Thank you very much.
Chulufa Pefias, kindly go ahead, please. Thank you very much for coming through. 0955-855-953. Good afternoon, Sun FM. Mine is on address by AG ZNBC last night. First, my condolences to the ECL family. Let the remains of our former president be brought home. He became a president by Zambians who are now saying, let him be buried in his country. A common Zambian who voted for him, the non-partisan and the taxpayers. So it is a wonder request for Zambians. I wish the man of God who surrounded him can console the family spiritually. Kapindula in Ndola. Thank you very much, Kapindula, for coming through. 0955-855-953. Good afternoon. Well, we lost you, but you can still call us back. In some more stories that we have here, we do have UPND member Paul Monga has charged that PF acting president Given Lubinda is not mourning former President Edgar Lungu. Monga says Lubinda is rejoicing that Lungu is gone because as acting PF president, that gives him a chance to be on the ballot. 0955-855-953 is the number that you're calling us on. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Who do we have on the line?
The voice of the voiceless, Mr. Shepard from Andorra.
Kindly go ahead, Mr. Shepard.
Thank you. Yeah, press review and the independent for Senate Chumfa. Disabled situation ya kwa Zimbo. Waite panuma ya kurekereshiwa mukasarika shwako. It was so touching to me, even now for na chumfa mashu ya mtangoyo. Mko ina kwa hiyo na chumfa news ya mtangoyo kwa sababu alilishanya kwa national ipaira ama directions that indicates that very important but you know these people that we have in communities about a man for and other things the churches should come on board, the government should come on board and give aid to these people so that at the end of the day we should neglect them. You can still be even at the age. So please let us take care to our friends and brothers and sisters in the community. Thank you.
0955-855-953 is the number that you are calling us on. And, well, you can also send us a text message on 076-89122. Hello, our presenter. My PR is on the prolonged load shedding by ZESCO. I'm disappointed because the government has been cheating us for several times. And very soon, companies will be laying off workers because not every company can afford to run gensets. Kunda Kriston. 0955-855-953 is the number that you are calling us on. Good afternoon. Mkaitwa bomba nwanturenda bena.
Mr. Bag wafutala kaimwe.
Abag turefa mashina yenu yadi chinja kwa hapa mashina full names.
Iyo yena nati umfo but bambita murebe pshaka ture mikonka.
Bonse ndebe pshaba bag bonse fendebe pshalelo.
Mishe kinani acho nati mishe kinani.
Babag.
Wasunga wune era panani.
Babag.
Konka nyepu.
If 953 is the number that you're calling us on. And well, in more stories that we have for you on today's press review is Chief Government Spokesperson Cornelius Mwetwa says the UPND government will confront PF after former President Edgar Lungu has been put to rest rather. And Mwetwa says, as opposed to sentiments, the burial of Lungu in a foreign country will be a direct dent on the PF leadership. 0955-855-953. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Who do we have on the line?
You're talking to Mwape Costa.
Kindly go ahead, Mr. Mwape.
Yes. I'm just concerned about the fire along with it. Okay, I'm chatting in Evo. Mone for body shira kuna tibakashike and then kwasaga ichichi mfulunganya. So leteni bale babrulu abeni bachite konsawo abeni bashika sekola kwene because Filemone Kabwino up to now president po bafire na numba bale bapishanya but why government yaingira mu inonsta because this time the last time government yaingira mu omuntu ale yendera fe aya kuma medical bale mukanya so ngachari nkuri ine tina rekra sati bashika kula kwene kusara Africa because chimfulunganya bale latest because muleingira ba UPND nyinshi bakotera podero chitumbi chavo kulagala tabene ba PF bachitefi ba defy not ili ashiria gwe batirero bachitefi balingiri okushika mairo obafuti tomfuati kwa besine so awe takwa be peace because abantu abengi bali okutontongana sana nyinshi bale chitefi ngalelo awa mashani obapatiyo so but my concern ndiyo mwanje nishire sekela mukulinga nfo bale chita ubuteko bule chito umuntu obakenere
through 0955-855-953. Good afternoon, Sun FM, Radio and TV. I'm Christopher Siame from Undola. In my press review, I've been following the development on the court suspension of the burial in South Africa. I believe dialogue between the family and the state is crucial at this point. It is essential that our former president be laid to rest in Zambia, the country he dedicated his life to serving. Given his distinguished service and former high office, he deserves a state burial with full military honors. I see no reason why this can be facilitated. I humbly suggest that the current president consider the family's wish and prioritize the resolution that brings closure and respect to the late leader as legacy. Thank you and good afternoon, Zambia. 0955-855-953. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Who do we have on the line?
Yeah, I'm Mlenga Boniface from Chingwala.
Kindly go ahead, Mr. Mlenga Boniface.
Yes, hii neri ashiria wa longo la Chingwala na kunokora ize fwemu wakwine muleri berenda yamba no kumfika na masereteni. Vaiwa chiwa government twala nkamfuira kukoti. Chopeka zila chakwe ba government yakwali ko bati kwa chikwa kona. Bali no kumfwa, bati bakana no kumfwa. Chachine bonze muntu chaba chesu chazana twali mwene ko balungu yesi yabene kwa ulaga pombe ichiko serepo hapa chinshi jeto alambo kumonanga vya chitike muri bible kuri Moses kwambo kulagwire chitumbi umbiayo kwa batishtishe na ngutesha shebe telefo kumona mcharo chesu na ngwe bya tampa usese mu mcharo chesu chazami so chireka birwa ba government bapange decision ya kwa bati bamone kwa bati chachine telefo twatwele ula muntu kulya bomfwane na abantu ero kairi etatete ni abantu awe Zambia tepe tufile twaikale one Zambia one nation ochukwe twasenda makati country mupa wao aya makati bayashima koshi wela bote kwa wali alawaita shule nile file tira kuliko tube landa fie ochukula
0955-855-953. In more stories, former Auditor General Dr. Dick Sichembe's lawyer, James Lairo, says it's laughable and embarrassing that the state has failed to take his client to court over 2 years after his arrest. In March 2023, the Anti-Corruption Commission arrested and charged Dr. Sichembe for corrupt practices involving 1 million kwacha. The commission said Dr. Sichembe, while serving as the while serving in his capacity as Accountant General and subsequently as Attorney General. Auditor General received an allowance sum of 1,160,000 kwacha, 639 kwacha, 57 ingwe in allowance for fictitious activities. 0955 855 953. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Victor Mazamambasani.
Twabomba fe uno mkwani mani tunaenda na bena.
Ndanda n'omutori Andrea Songo ndeti mnakushira bombo.
Mkwai ba Andrea Songo nga bakonkanya po mkwai.
Mkwai mani mtiyo kuisha vya fini Mr. Victor mani mtiyo kuilikisha. Tile mikonkamo, bamita bade kuilikisha. Presi review into na tumfwa Praise FM.
All right, your network couldn't allow you. 0955 855 953 is the number that you are calling us on. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Victor Mazamambasani.
Mkwai twabomba fe uno mkwai mani tunaenda na bena.
Mlanda wa comfort muira.
Mkwai ngabakonkanya po mkwai. Ngabakonkanya po mkwai.
Na lasenda chibere ngaba Victor ya aba ume abachitarepo abana. Uli aba tumulandi bambe balafwala mamini na ngushani. Aba umefe bambe fo baba bali bukafi. Nangu munganda pintu file chika bena bali bukafi mulandu fya kunwanwanwa. So teki tusumini shacha aba ume bale chitarepo abana bambi balesekera mu bambita balesekera mu. Uli aba bana babose. Nangu line bo mwana bamuchitarepo inete chinte mwawo. So iya repu ye na bali safenga baba sendabo abale chitefu kula abakaka nangu bale abantu bakutura bitendeni. Atotera Victor Mombe bwi.
Thank you very much for coming through. 0955 855 953 is the number that you're calling us on. We do have about 4 minutes before we call it a wrap on your press review, today's edition. Good afternoon.
Ba Mwanza.
Mkwai, nvanturanda na vena.
Isha tumako jilindabeo.
Mkwai ba chilindabeo ngabakonkanya po mkwai.
Bamdala mulabomba fe bwino ndakonka sana mu programs mulabomba fe bwino muti abantu bale Mustafa State.
Mkwai na totela mkwai.
Tafanya ina randa po vini konka fe fo ngomba kuna randa po.
Na totela mkwai. Thank you very much for coming through. 0955 855 953. Catholic priest, Father Marashala. Says a lot of people are taking advantage of the confusion and relentlessness in the country to promote hatred. 0955 855 953. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Victor. How are you?
I'm very fine, thank you, sir. Who do we have on the line?
Yeah, this is Mr. Nyirenda in Nipona.
Mr. Nyirenda, kindly give us your full names. And remove your phone from loudspeaker, sir.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes,
but no.
your full name, sir.
But no.
Okay, it's still distorting. Kindly work on your line and call us back. Would definitely appreciate that. 0955 855 953. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, thank you. Who do we have on the line? Kindly give us your full name, sir. John Ngoma. Kindly go ahead, please.
I am going to plan the plane actually. You're not going to change it.
I'm going.
I'm going to call this. If I have seen the car, I'm going to find some movie. So we get in a family even a chica. Namule mwana umuntu yubari mucyushe sana bayupinze. Cyo ntubari mukanya ko mukanya ngale bawa mashanye. Eto bayupinze bakosere po. Wishibati bushe manda idia. Ate bashikira umuntu yala bakanani wali bakwite bayitakamana. Uimbire alaba mwini mkwanya totera.
Thank you very much for coming through. And well, in some more stories before we squeeze in a caller, the Zambia Medicine and Medical Supply Agency says it is exploring opportunities to enhance access to affordable health solutions through partnership with Egypt. 0955 855 953. Our last caller, under a minute. Kindly wrap it up for us. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Kindly speak up, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, we can get you. Under a minute. Your name and where you're calling us from?
chila bombo kuno Johnny Kabwe.
Emkweba John Kabwe ngaba konkanya pomkwai.
Emkwai to chila patulande kuna papari yine mfwa balungu yi. Emkwai balungu kwena balete fe bafanye lizo la fine si bashike fe kula kwini. Mwaisha futi
all right, well, time is not my best ally. That's all we could accommodate on a Thursday edition of your press review. Coming on next is RT from our Russian counterparts. Good afternoon for now.
This is Sun FM. It's 2 p.m.
Sun FM. The Supreme Leader of Iran congratulates his people for victory over the American and Israeli aggression, saying Washington received a